What's going on, everyone? We're coming back with another simulation video, and so let me bring it up. But was it The Ringer made a NBA in Tiers 2020-21 preseason edition? And what we're gonna do is, or basically what I did do is, I took basically the bottom tiers, any tier that wasn't like a playoff contender. We basically gave them a little help to make them better. So if we go down the list, we got favorites, Lakers, obviously. We got contenders, including the Celtics, Nets, Mavericks, Nuggets, Clippers, Heat, Bucks, 76ers. I don't know if they're all necessarily contenders, but obviously, you know, they'll be top seeds in the playoffs, basically all like top 4 seeds in each conference. Then we got playoff locks, you know, guys who... There are teams that aren't necessarily contenders right now with their current lineups, but are definitely going to make the playoffs. That includes the Warriors, Rockets, Pacers, Suns, Trailblazers, Raptors, Jazz. I don't know necessarily about like the Suns. Obviously, I love that they got a lot better. And actually, yeah, I totally forgot about the Chris Paul for a second. Yeah, actually, I see the Suns doing really well now. Yeah, I could see that. On the playoff bubble, Hawks, Grizzlies, Pelicans, Magic, Wizards. Wizards. I mean, with Westbrook, if he's healthy, I don't see why the Wizards wouldn't make the playoffs. I don't. Magic, definitely, yeah, right there on the cusp, like they've been for a while now. Pelicans, yeah, obviously love their shot. Grizzlies, yeah, John Morant's crazy, and then Hawks got a lot better, so yeah. I see that, but now this is where we started changing things. Wish they were on the playoff bubble. So they're kind of like a tier below them. We got the Charlotte Hornets, Timberwolves, Kings, and Spurs. Then the tier down from them, we got bad but not hopeless, Bulls, Pistons, Thunder. And then we got, this is bleak, Cavs and Knicks. So what I did is I started with these teams, and I basically gave them a little help to, you know, make them contenders. Not a ridiculous amount of help, but just, you know, a little help, make the teams a little bit better. Then for this tier, we gave them a little bit more help than that. You know, you'll definitely tell that these teams got a lot more help. And then these teams, the Cavs and the Knicks, got a lot of help. Lineups are looking a lot better. So I'm going to keep that off to the side. And hopefully I remember every team. But we'll start with the bad, no, not the bad, but not hopeless. Wish they were on the playoff bubble. So we'll start with the Hornets. We got the Hornets here, coach game plan. Basically what I did is I changed Terry Rozier into Kemba Walker. And I think that's it. Yeah, that was it. I am going to make LaMelo Ball a shooting guard real fast. Just because you guys have a lot of point guards now. So we're going to make sure that's all good. He's starting now, which I love. Lineup is definitely a lot better with Kemba Walker instead of Terry Rozier. I mean, a 10 overall difference, and bench looks a lot nicer now. So we'll see what you guys can do next season. And again, it's basically just to get them to the playoffs. You know, I'm trying to spice things up a little bit. Now we got the Timberwolves. I honestly have no idea what I did for you guys. Okay, yeah, I gave you guys the Jimmy Butler that's on the all-time Timberwolves team. Made him a small forward so Anthony Edwards can still start. And I don't think I did anything else. Again, I think for these teams, I basically did one minor-ish upgrade. You know, Terry Rozier to Kemba Walker. That's obviously a significant difference. Jimmy Butler, who I forget, I don't know who your starting small forward was, whether it was Josh Okogie or Malik Beasley. But regardless, that's obviously a really good upgrade considering, you know, the last time they've made the playoffs, you know, since like Kevin Love was when they had Jimmy Butler on the team. Then we got the Kings, who, what did we do? We gave you guys a all-time Sacramento Kings, DeMarcus Cousins. Yes. And then we're gonna, do I want to make Marvin Bagley or Rashawn Holmes a power forward? Rashawn Holmes can't space the floor at all, and Marvin Bagley's not great, but at least his mid-range is pretty good. So we're going to make him a power forward, not a point guard. That's not what we want. And then the front court is looking, honestly, a lot better. And again, this team isn't far off. I love De'Aaron Fox so much, and I think they're a playoff contender now with the prime DeMarcus Cousins. Now we got the San Antonio Spurs. I'm sorry, I originally gave you guys Tim Duncan, but I was just like, that's way too big of an upgrade. Like, come on, like, arguably the greatest power forward of all time. So what we did is we gave you a 6th man of the year in Manu Ginobili, 90 overall. And then because he's a 6th man, I wanted to give you guys something else. So I also gave you a prime LaMarcus Aldridge, Portland Trail Blazers, all-time version. I mean, like, he's still putting up numbers. Like, he's still like an all-star caliber player every year. But in Portland, bro, he was a different breed in his last few seasons there. Honestly, team is significantly better. Starting lineup is really good, and with Manu Ginobili, it's ridiculous. Now we go to the next tier, which is bad but not hopeless. We'll start with the Bulls. You'll see right away. Yeah, I gave you guys Michael Jordan. And I didn't only do that, but I also gave you Joakim Noah. Michael Jordan's obviously a huge upgrade. They had Zach LaVine starting at the shooting guard, and then their small forward was Otto Porter, so literally over a 20 overall difference. But I did want to go a little bit more to just help with the depth, so we did give him Joakim Noah, who, is a great defensive player, and not really offensively, but defensively is really good, so that's why I felt comfortable adding him. And I mean, team's a lot deeper now again. I mean, obviously getting better plays is going to help with the depth a lot. So Pistons got a little bit more help than the Bulls just because of how terrible the Pistons actually are, especially in 2K. So what we got for them is Prime D Rose, Prime Blake Griffin. Not necessarily Clippers Prime, but I preferred the version from 2 seasons ago on the Pistons before his injuries again, when he was ridiculous. I mean, I forget what he was averaging. I think he was averaging like 23, 24 points. Yeah, 24.5 points, 7.5, 5.5, and could shoot the 3 very effectively, like really, really well. So, but that wasn't a huge upgrade. I think Blake Griffin was an 82 or an 83, so that was a significant upgrade. So we also gave him Ben Wallace. Again, same thing with the Bulls. Not a significant, like really offensively, he's not going to do anything, but defensively, he's going to be a terror for them. So that's really nice. And I don't know why that's his stats. Are the stats messed up? No. All right, so I made the changes, and this is what the lineup's going to look like now. Honestly, absolutely ridiculous. This might actually be the best lineup too. Like, it's arguably the greatest lineup. But you'll see. I think the Cavs are probably going to be the best lineup. So I'm going to show, I'll show the Cavs first because it's probably more obvious of the upgrades they got. Yes, they got the trio in Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and if you want to call it prime Kevin Love, basically the all-time Cavs version of Kevin Love. Again, same thing with Blake Griffin, not necessarily his prime, but just kind of suits the team a lot better with, like, shooting, space in the floor wise. And with Andre Drummond and Colin Sexton, this team is actually disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Bench is kind of trash. But starters, probably the best in the league. And now, rounding out the video, we got the New York Knicks, who are getting the offseason that they wanted last year, or before last season, where they signed both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. We gave them a prime Carmelo Anthony just for, shits and giggles. And then we also, instead of drafting RJ Barrett, before getting screwed in the lottery, you guys got the first pick and drafted Zion Williams. I don't want him coming off the bench. I'm going to see what happens if I make KD a shooting guard. Honestly, a 92. I'm okay with that. I am very much okay with that. That way Zion can start too. This might be the best lineup actually. It's really hard to say, but like just because of the size, but the fact that these two, they both space the floor, and then Kyrie obviously spaces the floor for Zion and Mitchell. And depth isn't terrible now. Do I want Obi getting minutes? Nah, we'll just keep it like this. But yeah, that is all the upgrades we made. Again, I see Knicks, Cavs as the obviously biggest upgrades, and they should probably be, top contenders now. I think the Thunder really nice, Bulls obviously with Michael Jordan, but every time I pull Michael Jordan back into a rebuild, he's not able to carry the Bulls. So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, definitely the two bottom teams look like the teams to beat. So we're going to simulate through the season and then see how all the teams do. And yeah. All right, so we got the prime LeBron James winning MVP over Michael Jordan. Kevin Durant was actually second. Prime D Rose. And then Michael Jordan was down here. Okay. But yeah, LeBron James 26, 7, and 13. I mean, the Cavs probably had the best record in the league. The Knicks here was just the team that I stayed on. They ended up at 53 and 29, so obviously significantly better. But I guess not too OP. I thought they may have, just because 2K really likes Zion. But we got James Wiseman as Rookie of the Year. We got Manu Ginobili winning Sixth Man of the Year. So happy. Obviously, he was the guy who was rooting for Sixth Man of the Year. Bro, look at his three-point percentage. 49%. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Kristaps as Most Improved. And then JB Bickerstaff as Coach of the Year. 66 and 16. Oh my god, okay. We got LeBron James on the All-NBA first team. Bro, is my throat messed up? Oh my god. It felt... I swear, I feel like I'm hearing static from my voice. I don't know. But we got prime D Rose, Michael Jordan. Is that prime Kevin Durant? Yeah, that's no, that's super young Kevin Durant. All getting All NBA second team, and then we have Carmelo Anthony on the All NBA third team. On the Knicks, Kyrie Irving on the Cavs All NBA third team, and that is it there. All defensively, Michael Jordan, Ben Wallace. There we go. That's basically why we got him. Surprised we didn't see Joakim Noah here. But we also have prime LeBron James there too. All rookies we don't really care about. So the teams that we were controlling 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we were controlling 9 teams, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them made the playoffs. Only 5 of them. Yo, oh wait, for a second I didn't see the Bulls. Lamau. They're there. But we were able to get the top 4 seeds in the Eastern Conference, and then the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So let's see what teams didn't make it. So Cavs, Knicks, Pistons, Bulls. What teams didn't make it? Hornets were still trash. Okay, yeah, I didn't help you guys that much, but I also didn't help the Kings that much. I would have expected a little bit better. Originally, I did give you guys a prime Gordon Hayward, and I feel like I should have now. I feel really bad because you guys still ended up basically the trash team. So that's kind of disappointing. In the West, we had the Kings. What other teams do we have? Timberwolves, I mean, significantly better, 38 and 44. We got the Thunder. Wow! The Thunder only at 35 and 47? I thought they had one of the best lineups in the league. Wow, that's crazy. Spurs, I mean, you did get prime LaMarcus Aldridge and Manu Ginobili, so would have expected a little bit better. And then I think that's it for that. Let's look at season stats. We got the Knicks. Carmelo Anthony actually led you guys at 26.5. Kyrie 22.5. Zion 21.5, and then KD 21. We got the Pistons with D Rose at 31. Blake Griffin at 23.5. And then Ben Wallace down here, not with the points or anything, but the rebounds. 15 rebounds a game at 6'9". That's crazy. Blocks 2.5. Steals 1.2. I mean, yo, he goes crazy. He goes crazy defensively, which is what I said. D Rose with 9 assists too. Okay. I'm actually very surprised that they were that as good as they were. We got the Spurs here with LaMarcus Aldridge at almost 25, and then Manu at 25.5. Thunder, I mean, Katie went off for 34. Westbrook at 19, and then James Harden at 16.5. I mean, you also have Shea at 15, so, but a little disappointing. The Thunder was definitely disappointing. I was expecting them to be definitely a top team in the West. Timberwolves, we got Cat still doing his thing at 26, D'Lo at 20, and then Jimmy Butler at 18 with 5 boards and 5 assists. Also, bringing that defense, almost 2 steals a game, 1 block. We got the Bulls, Michael Jordan, 29.5, 6.5, and 7. Then Joakim Noah, again, not with the offense, but 13 boards, 1 steal, 2 blocks a game. I mean, offensively, yeah, it wasn't great, but defensively, obviously really good. Cavs, Kyrie at 28.5. Okay, I almost said James Harden. LeBron James at 26, and then Kevin Love at 16. Boards, Kevin Love getting 9. I mean, now you have Andre Drummond, 2 at 11.5, and then assists. We had 10 for Kyrie, 13 for LeBron. Oh, my God. We got the Hornets with Kemba Walker at 21.5. Yeah, probably should have done something more for you guys. I'm really sorry again. Kings, De'Aaron Fox at 20.5, and then Boogie Cousins at 18.5. Okay, 10.5 boards also. Dude, I love that combination right there. That'd be crazy. And now we're back to the Knicks. What was the team that did great? Yeah, the Cavs. I expected them to do literally amazing. Oh my gosh, if they don't, I really hope one of my teams wins the finals. And obviously I want it to be the Pistons, but so let's simulate the first round of the playoffs, and Pistons, Bulls, Cavs, Bulls, Pistons, Knicks all made it through. Sacramento making it through in the West. We got the second round here, and oh no, the Pistons got swept by the Knicks. View box score. I mean, I thought the Knicks were definitely they got a significantly better upgrade. I thought getting Kyrie, Carmelo, KD, and Zion. I probably should have done something more for the Pistons and Bulls. Now that I think about it, because I gave the Knicks a lot. But you know what? Sacramento made it through. Cleveland made it through. I mean, obviously one of those two teams is going to make it through. So hopefully Sacramento makes it through in the West, so we get a finals of our teams. But we don't. We get the Cavs versus Lakers. So LeBron makes the finals twice. Okay, Kyrie's actually leading this team, which is crazy. But let's see how the teams match up. I mean, Cavs are better in every position besides power forward, and the bench of the Cavs is probably better than the bench of the Lakers. So the simulate round, and current LeBron beats prime LeBron by 3 points in the game 7. LeBron 34, 11, 12. That's current LeBron versus past prime LeBron, only doing 22 and 14, but 2 steals, 4 blocks, so defensively is obviously going to be better. I mean, but one LeBron took 20 shots, one took 13. I'd rather have this LeBron taking 20 shots. But you know what? Kevin Love was efficient. Kyrie probably could have been a little bit more efficient, but I'd rather have LeBron James take more shots than Colin Sexton. I feel like 2K needs to fix that, because I don't see a situation where LeBron is taking less shots than Colin Sexton in a Game 7 closeout. LeBron's taken 25 shots minimum, 20 shots minimum. I see this as a more realistic stat line. But yeah, there you guys go. That was I think it was The Ringer. Was it The Ringer? Yes, it's The Ringer NBA's tier list. There was about like 6 tiers, I don't know. And yeah, that was basically helping out the non-playoff tier contenders, and we helped 5 teams get to the playoffs, with one of the teams losing in the finals. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely with Christmas rolling around, we are going to do this, but for all teams. Basically, giving a present to every team. Obviously, it's going to be the same thing where I help the worst teams a lot more than I help the best teams, like the Lakers. You're probably going to get like a prime Kobe back, or maybe a prime Shaq or something, or upgrade a current player to their prime version or something. As for someone like, again, the Pistons or Hornets or something, I'll probably upgrade 3-4 players just to make it more even and exciting. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.